Cybernation Uncensored.
Hello, hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. This is Cybernation Uncensored's Fallout Asia. Super excited to have all of you here with us today. I've got my cast here, and very regrettably, we do not have Captain Mark. I want to share his sentiments with everybody that he regrettably needs to take some time for himself and his family, and so he will not be joining us for our Fallout Asia campaign. And I wish the absolute best to him and his family. I hope everything goes well and everything goes smoothly. Much love to all of you. And we will be having a guest come on and come into that slot starting next week. And we will also be starting at a slightly later time next week. I'll be putting up new adverts. We'll be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time starting next week, not 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, but I'll make sure to post that up online. We're going to do our player intros right now, and if anybody is muted or you can't hear anything or the audio's screwed up, please let us know in chat as we get all of this rolling. So let's start off with Raven.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. Today I'll be playing Camacho, the Merc Survivor. You can catch me all over the internet at Doña Teresa Cuervo. Thank you.
Thank you. John, go for it.
Hey everybody, I'm John. Johnny dropped over on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord, and other Sandman 3096 in the Twitch chat. You can find me here Fridays for Fallout and Saturdays for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. I also have a SoundCloud over at Arkson if you'd like to check that out. And tonight I will be playing Minsky, your freshly repaired nurse handybot.
Freshly repaired, still speaking German. All right, Logar, go for it.
Hi, I'm Logar the Ogar. You can find me at Twitter at Logar the Ogar and twitch.tv/Logar the Ogar. I will be playing Val Jacobs, a fake cowboy in Taiwan who is a mercenary survivor who is an effective member of his team and will assuredly lead us to great things.
All right, and Tracy, go for it.
Hi, I'm Tracy, or StinkPalm007. You can catch me on the socials, StinkPalm007. I play Jian Yu, the eccentric scientist who no longer travels the wasteland with his Brahmin. And also, I got a couple things to mention. I finally upgraded and got a link tree, so you can get all my links there, including a link to the Medicine Time of Rad. And I got a Ko-fi where I started putting up blog posts of Jian Yu's journal. So if you need to catch up, you can go catch all of his journal entries there. And it has a video embedded there. So you can watch the video too if you want.
Oh, that is super fancy.
Yeah.
All right, well, I am being out-fancied. My heart is broken. F's in chat. Oh, for Dynamo, yes, for Dynamo. Yeah, F's in chat for Dynamo, folks. Poor cow. Did not. Yeah, that was fucked.
I mean, you killed the cutest cow in the wasteland.
I did nothing of the sort.
There was one good one, and you murdered it.
It was the little girl with the black goo.
You look at him and say, you had to kill her? You know.
Yeah. I claim 100% that is definitely not my fault. I claim innocence. There we go. I claim innocence. Perfect. And there we go. I just got it finally updated. I finally found out where y'all stored it. So there is Sean's portrait up for our absence now. So poof and poof. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. All right. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is our crew. We have Raven, we have John, we have Logar, and we have Tracy. And our player names up on here. We've got Camacho, Minsky, Val, and Jian Yu. And I am your overseer, GM Capricious Nature. I'm going to be dropping a couple of links over in our chat for everybody, so you can check out where to find all of us. You can see on here, I've got our supplements listed over on the website, cybernationuncensored.com. / Fallout Asia is where you can find all of the stuff for this campaign. You can find a bunch of different links on the Reddit post there, including all of the perchance generators that I've created and continue to update. We have just received update number 4 for Fallout Asia, and most of those updates have been put into our generator, so you can check out both of those. You can find my link tree listed there. I'm not as fancy as Tracy with his embedded videos and text files, but you can find all of my links, so I didn't have a huge list of stuff. You can find them over there on my link tree. And lastly, every other week, so last week we had it, next week we'll be back, Fallout 2D20 Pacific Northwest. You can find myself and Vampire Bites playing Fallout, finally as players, no longer GM cursed, and we are screwing up the wasteland by dealing with very greasy shafts and very annoying people trying to murder us with televisions. 100% not Jigsaw. Last part on there is a link to the Modifius Discord. Big shout out to them and a lot of appreciation to them. They have been absolutely fantastic with their support over the last couple of months and giving us some pretty awesome boosts. So I really, really appreciate all of their help and want to get everybody over there on the Discord because it's a great place to find anything you need Fallout. Now, our last piece on here, let me get it pulled up. I forgot to click on it earlier, and I'm going to click on it right now. We are officially sponsored by Sirenscape, and so today our sounds will be provided through Sirenscape. I'm about to get that up and running. And we will have our wonderful ambiance in the background to propel our players forward. While I'm doing this, Jianyu, go ahead and read your journal from the events of last week.
Journal of Dr. He Jianyu, Thursday, October 24th, 2110, day 1970. We know so much and so little. We know that the black ick can infect the living, reanimate the dead, came from somewhere, something that crashed into the Del Rago, and unfortunately that Minsky did not bury the traveler infected with the black ick back home. We do not know if our home is safe, how to fight the black ick, or what it is. Maybe, just maybe, the crash site at the Del Rago can shed some light on the situation. Maybe we can figure out what it is and how to fight it. On the way over to the Del Rago, we encountered a friendly mercenary crew. It was quite a relief that they did not try to kill us or rob us. In fact, they were in needed help. Minsky fixed up a severely injured member of their party. I was quite surprised. I thought he was a goner. Val shared some intel with the leader. Apparently, they were hired to retrieve whatever it is that crashed into the Del Rago, but quickly changed their mind when we told them about the black ick. They were very disturbed. The idea their fallen could be reanimated. As they prepared to leave, I gave the leader some incense for their fallen. Glad we could finally help someone out. In return, they shared some supplies, including a robot repair kit. This was the opportunity we needed to get Minsky back into tip-top condition. It took most of the morning, but we did it. Minsky is fully repaired, although some questions still linger. I couldn't find anything wrong with his language processors. Very peculiar. When we arrived at Del Rago, I saw a rocket, or maybe a fuselage, that had crashed into the building about 6 stories off the ground. We climbed up some rubble into the second floor of this once luxurious resort with the goal of finding the source of the black ink. Will we learn something of value? Or will this cost us precious time needed to save our home?
All right, thank you, thank you. So this was the journal entry for Jianyu, just to get our audience up to speed about what's going on as they finally got through. They've crossed across the small resort town itself, and they've made their way over to Del Raga, which I'll pull up on our OBS so that folks can see. Goodness, there we go. So they've finally made their way over to the Del Rago, which is this once beautiful hotel. It was this pretty much the height of hotel work in the region, and it has since been repurposed as a settlement and then abandoned, and is now the site that they are attempting to check out. And they made their way indoors, trying to figure out what the heck was going on by climbing up and then sliding down and then climbing back up a pile of rubble in the front, which the children had utilized to get indoors before. Now, we had a player who was unable to get their roll in at the very end of our session last week, so we're going to have Jianyu go ahead and roll for intelligence and science to see if you can tell anything about this this rocket from your point of view on the ground floor, and then we are going to step in from there.
All right, gladly.
Right, we've got 2 successes, an 11 and an 8. And so with an 11 and an 8, what you can tell is that this looks like it's some kind of rocket delivery system. It's not one designed for passengers.
All right. So it is some sort of weapon.
Yes. And this, you can see the tail end of this rocket sticking out of the side of the building, and it's this faded, kind of rusted out red color that's sticking out. But a lot of you have made it inside. You are indoors of this building. What are we going to do? I know we did some scavenging. What did we find last week? What was our scavenging? I know there was a big fun.
Well, I believe we located the power core.
Yes.
That was it. Yes.
And we were trying to figure out if we were going to take it out or not, because I'm an expert now. But we didn't know if we wanted to search the building first, because it would have turned all the lights off.
Nope, I left it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I chose to leave it in because we have searching to do.
I know Sean immediately saw it as well from behind Camacho and was like, I called dibs. And then Camacho was like, no, I found it. I called dibs.
Minus. Das ist minus.
So we will deal with that once you all are made your way through the building after searching. So yeah, we have this floor searched up. Jianyu, you were not here, so I'll let you make one roll for searching, and then we will be picking up from there.
Perception survival?
Perception survival, yes. Let me pull up the Fallout Asia Wasteland reveals. Any of you who are interested in the generator, I will post this up on our Twitch. Boom. There we go. And yes, 1 success. So for your 1 success, let's see. All right, oddities and valuables. Oh, nice. So as everybody else is going through this stuff, we have both Sean and Camacho being distracted by that power core. and I believe somebody found food or water. Is either Val or
I found junk.
you found some junk? Okay. So as you
Seems
are,
like it's always Minsky that finds food and water.
yes,
Yeah.
the robot that consumes none of
Uh,
them finds them all.
Did you drink that carton of glowing water last week?
Oh
I did.
yeah,
That's right. I also found that. Right. I got body worms. Right.
yes, delicious.
Have you named him yet?
I haven't named all of them. No.
Yeah, there was quite a few. I think it was like 87 or something. That was
87. Yeah.
Disgusting
D100,
I would just go with
87.
I'd go with the old Bob Newhart. My dad used to watch that. You know, hi, I'm Daryl. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
Oh yeah, they're all named George Foreman.
but what you find, Jian Yu,
Too
as you're going through all this stuff, you discover what seems to be a small little lockbox that must have been there for one of the events that had been done pre-war. And inside of it, you find a stack of pre-war money worth 22 caps.
Can I use a luck or more than one luck to upgrade that?
Yes, you can. So, for those of you who are in our chat, one of the home rules that we have, and I'll be adding this into the supplement because I keep forgetting to add home rule page. So that's going to come in for the update 5. Because I have a lot of home rules for what I like to do to just spice things up. Is that a player can spend a point of luck, and the rarity of the item they find will go from like rarity 1 to rarity 2, or rarity 2 to rarity 3. So if they had a rarity, let's say a rarity 2 gun that they find, they could spend a point of luck and upgrade that to rarity 3. And that would be 100% a-okay. So let me scroll down to our generator on here and find what level this is at, because I believe pre-war money is at a rarity 0.
Or was it 0? Ouch.
So it would up you to rarity 1. Caps worth of pre-war money. Oh no, so that is a rarity 1. So this will up you to a rarity 2.
So I would probably like to spend 2 luck if possible, because I would like to get on
To rarity
a
3.
chance at getting a flashlight.
Okay. Right, let me roll through this. Rarity 2. Rarity 3. You do not find specifically a tool light, but what you find instead is you find a Deluxe Tool Kit. Looks like somebody was using this to deal with repairs and building repairs, and part of that contains what could be considered is a multi-tool and a flashlight,
Oh shit, yeah.
as well as
Those
a
deluxe
hammer.
toolkits are awesome. I mean, they let you do stuff that requires workbench.
Yes. So
Alright.
remember to take away 2 points of your luck. You now have
Yep.
a rarity 3 item.
That was well spent.
So let me pull this up. So our GM. Oh, I don't want the GM toolkit. I want our core rulebook. There we go. And I'm going to pull up our deluxe toolkit. I will let you know exactly what is contained in there.
20.
After I give my PDF reader 30 minutes to read through the 440-page supplement.
Oh, the main book?
Yeah, the main book, yes. Deluxe Toolkit. So, Deluxe
It's
Toolkits.
on 182.
Yep. Deluxe Toolkits reduce the difficulty of repair tests by 1. You may attempt repair tests which normally require a workbench or similarly at a +1 difficulty. Inside of it, you see a heavy but a portable, technically, handled metal box containing an assortment of tools of different shapes, sizes, and functions for opening and repairing a variety of mechanical and electronic devices. Having the right tool at your disposal can make most routine repairs simpler and even allow you to attempt more ambitious projects away from the comfort of home. So I am incorrect. There is not a flashlight as part of that, but it is all about the advanced toolkit. So that is what you find.
That's fine. No flashlights. Fine. I mean,
We still
we have
got lights.
toolkit.
A moment.
Who needs light?
Yeah.
I can build stuff now.
Yeah. So you are all
I'll
on
just make Molotovs or something.
make a bunch of Molotovs. Yeah, that's the Gianni response to all
We'll
issues.
light up the place.
Oh shit, we got a pile of -2s. RC Walker Nexus, PW Binds. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. I will make sure to add those in on our queue. Oh yeah, I still have that negative plot twist. Just chilling right there.
Evil.
Trapping me in the net wasn't enough.
Oh yes, that was your negative plot twist. You're right. Let me okay, it is completed. Thank you.
Oh dang! I need to go catch up on that.
Somebody plugged into a computer that was still connected to the pre-Fourth Corporate War net before NetWatch closed everything off, and something uploaded onto his cyberdeck. So that was fun.
I'm so excited for tomorrow.
It's gonna be wonderful. It's always wonderful.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly?
Maybe your consciousness could be tight beamed into space somewhere, and you can end up in another campaign.
All right. So we're on floor number 2, and a lot of you have gone through. You see that this corridor, it's pretty dingy. Only a couple of the lights are still working, kind of flickering up on the ceiling. This place was used as pretty much a colony for a while, a settlement for a while. The beds themselves are disgusting if they are left over. There's trash and garbage on the floor. There's buckets that are still left over, filled with waste that's been sitting there for presumably over a decade now. What are you guys going to do?
Do we want to search? I mean, when we searched, was that just the room around us, or can we search like every room?
That was
Like,
you searching the rooms there on the floor that you had access to.
Okay, so we'd have to go to another floor to search more.
Yes.
All
So
right.
do you guys want to go up a floor? Do you want to go down a floor? You're currently on floor 2.
Ascend.
Yeah, gotta get to that rocket.
Yep, bracket time.
All right.
We should use the flashlight
You don't have a flashlight.
if we need to.
John, you're on point.
Yeah, you go first.
John Yu doesn't have a flashlight. He's the Deluxe
You
Tool
just
Kit.
said
Thought
he
he-
did. You said it had
I
a
thought
flashlight in it.
It does
Yeah.
not. It was only a toolkit.
Oh.
I thought the Deluxe Toolkit had a flashlight in it. I believe that is my brain mixing signals with the medicine in the time of red, with the handy glove, because I just watched that yesterday, the deep dive, talking about all the different tools and equipment, and my brain went there. So yeah, oops, no, it does not have a flashlight. It has a bunch of heavy-duty tools.
Shame on you for playing with our emotions.
I'm sorry.
God, we got so excited about our new flashlight.
Uh,
I named it. You're not supposed to name it. I
You're
named
not.
it.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame on you.
His name was Flashy the Flasher.
Hot. That's hot. So, you guys want to ascend?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Hold on, let me save this mood as current. There we go. Because I added in some broken neon lights on here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I would like all of you to please give me a perception. What is it? Perception athletics for making your way around the obstacles inside of this floor.
Nothing for me.
Minsky, you have a critical success, and this is where we can bring in what we were just discussing. So, folks, part of the homebrew stuff that I was talking about, we have some additional options that I will be introducing into my supplement very, very soon. So let me pull that up from Discord, and I'm going to copy and paste it into our chat so everybody can see. So what can happen when somebody gets a critical success? Usually when somebody gets a critical failure, we have one of two options. The players can either narrate what the issue is, or I roll on the hazards obstacles table on the perchance generator. What I have offered to my players, and they have agreed, and we'll see if it works out, is that with a crit success, they can choose number one with the AP plus 1 AP, which is the core rulebook. They can get that AP. The second option is that they can have a random positive event occur. Number 3, they can remove one of the obstacles that's been generated by a critical failure. Or number 4, they can try and specify a positive event or benefit that occurs from their action. So we're adding this into our homebrew work for our world, and if it works out on stream, I'll be adding it into the supplement. So first and foremost, Raven, you succeeded. No tripping, no falling, nothing. Dr. Jianyu, you do not have any successes. You have a 17 and a 14. Val has a 12 and a 10. And Minsky has a crit success with perception. So, Minsky, what do you want to do with your crit success?
I'll hand the reins over to you for a random positive event.
All right. So random positive event that occurs as the lot of you are moving across this hallway, it seems as if the reason a lot of the lights in the hallway were not on is because they're motion activated. And so as the lot of you start going down this hallway, more of those lights start turning on, making it clearer to go down the hallway, which will make the athletics test not cause any of you to fall or trip into any of the debris still on the ground. So, Val and Jianyu, yeah, the two of you, you have no negative things that occur to you, even though you did not pass that test. But we have a critical success that changed our surroundings. So there you go. The lot of you get down to the end of the hallway, and you find a fire exit door that shows a stairwell and a little guy that's running towards the stairwell. It says, "In case of fire, take the stairs." And you can open up that door, and you can head up, or you can head down.
Let's head up.
We'll go up.
Indeed.
All right. So a lot of you start heading up, and you get up to the next floor. And the next floor, you can see that there's the fire exit door for floor number 3, and there are continued stairs that go up. So what do you want to do? Do you want to enter floor number 3? If any of you remember, the rocket crash was on floor 4. You can either enter floor number 3 or continue on to floor number 4.
So if we go into floor 4, we could search stuff.
You can search in either location.
I vote 4.
4.
All right, let's do it.
Sure.
So just keep going up to 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So all of you continue going up the staircases, passing up the third floor fire exit, and you get up to the 4th floor, and you can see that the fire exit ahead of you looks like the door itself, this metal door, has been bashed open. It's been literally, like, physically bashed open. And you can see that the bashing was not from the center, it wasn't from the doorknob area, it seems to be from the bottom corner. It has been bent out and bashed out of place.
Is there any residue on that?
Go ahead and give me a intelligence medicine check.
Weapons drawn.
Can I do intelligent science?
You could do intelligence science, yes.
I'm much better at that. There we go.
This actually requires 2, so there's it's a crit success. You've got the 2 points there. So as you lean down and look at this, you can see that there seem to be some smearing on that part of this bent out door of this dark brown, dark red, almost black fluid that's dried onto the surface of this door.
Yeah, it come through.
Well,
I
maybe
guess it's the right place.
maybe that means it won't be in there.
True.
If it bashed its way out, it means it won't be in there.
Also,
Those
means
gates.
it doesn't think like us. Because if it came from inside into the stairwell that way, those doors are always like you can always open those. Like that's required by code.
All right. Where did you learn that? What code? How the hell do you know that?
Well, you know, I used to build buildings.
Right. Val just kind of goes in the fourth floor.
All right, so you walk up to the door, and so this is where I would like to know, what is our stack? How are you guys stacking up? Who's going to be up in the front? Don't forget, Sean is there with all of you.
Well, you could
Sean
put the
and
meat shield in
Camacho-
front.
Sean and Camacho would probably be first.
Yep.
Val needs a zone between the things he has to shoot them good.
Okay.
I'd probably be right behind Val and Camacho, I think.
Okay.
So I want to get a good look at what's going on.
Okay. All right, so I've got Sean, Camacho, Jianyu, Minsky, and then Val staying in that hallway, kind of providing cover fire from the doorway itself. Because that way you're in a separate zone. That work for you?
Yep.
All right. So you open up the door, and as you guys might recall, outside it's pitch black. We had heavy ashfall, and outside, when you see through the windows inside the stairwell, or even the window at the very end of the hallway, outside looks like it's midnight, even though it's the middle of the day. It's right around, let's update that clock on there, it's right around noon. So yeah, it looks pitch black outside. But as you open up the doorway, let's see who is there. Camacho, Jianyu, and Minsky, please roll me perception. You can choose. You can either do perception survival or perception repair. All right, so Raven, we've got 2 successes. We've got a 5 and a 5. Jianyu, we have a success with a 9 and a crit fail with a 20. And then Minsky, we have a success with a 9 and a fail with a 12. Jianyu, do you want to spend a luck to re-roll that, or do you want to just roll with a crit fail?
Oh, I think I'd like to use a couple -2s.
Right, we can use some -2s. Oh, hey there, we just got raided by a party of 8. Awesome. Valdrianth, I hope I got that correct. Welcome, welcome, and welcome all of our raiders. We are playing Fallout Asia, Fallout 2D20 Asia. All of you are able to come in and enjoy. So we've got 2 -2s. First one comes from our wonderful RC Walker Nexus, thank you. And the second one comes from PW Vines. So that is... This is the Deathclaw dating sim, right? Oh my god. That needs to be built into a supplement now. We need to have... Just like the Cyberpunk Red dating sim, I think I need to add this into our Fallout. Yes.
Yeah. My question is it two Deathclaws dating each other, or for a person who wants to date a Deathclaw?
Neither. It's a Deathclaw that comes out of the wilderness looking for a partner.
There you go. I was gonna say.
An intelligent Deathclaw.
Yeah.
Or an unintelligent Deathclaw.
Oh,
Either one.
Or are you guys on a date and the Deathclaw shows up? You know, like
what? Why does it have to be a derpy Deathclaw?
Not derpy, just one that's running and looking for a mate. I mean, how
Well, you said
intelligent are
unintelligent.
people really when they're running?
You said unintelligent Deathclaw, so that would
Okay.
that would suggest a derpy Deathclaw.
It just comes out just like that the three-headed dragon picture. Just... Deathclaw blasting through the window. Yes, so Valdrath, we only do monster boyfriends in this house. I am now very motivated to make that into my supplement now, so thank you very much for that stimulus. I'm going to write that down into my Discord GM notes. Add a dating sim.
You're just incorrigible.
Well, we've got a bunch of new stuff that was just released with our latest update, and we've got even more coming in with our next update, update number 5, where we include more actual real-world events. Names and dates, of course, are going to be changed, but one of them includes a brand new faction in Fallout Asia called the NPP, the New Power Party, and these are pretty much what you would consider the rocker boys of Cyberpunk Red articulated over into Fallout, and it's an entire faction. So we'll see how that goes when we have our release. That'll be coming out soon. So yes, I am incorrigible, and I love the idea of a horrifying monster dating sim in the middle of our Fallout Asia Grimdark, because that makes things even more wonderful.
So no matter
Because
how
love-
big things get, there's always a shot at love.
There's always a
Because
shot.
love.
Because of love. All right, so we've used our 2 -2s for Jianyu, bringing the 20 down to an 18. That's fine. We still have one left in chat. So the 3 of you have at least one success. What you notice is that down this hallway, literally every single one of the doors that were once hotel rooms and then later on repurposed as survival areas, every single one of the doors has been bashed open, all of them. There seems to be about 8 doors going down this corridor. All of them seems to have been bashed in, and what you see at the very end of the hallway, just before that beautiful, what used to be open glass window, floor to ceiling, you can see part of the tip of this rocket has come through the wall and is sticking out just before the actual window itself, or gaping hole that used to be a window. And so you can see that down at the very far end of the corridor. What do all of you want to do?
I'm looking at Sean and Emma, and like I'll back him up.
I think I'm gonna
As we-
move forward towards the rocket.
Yep.
And I think Val would like to search the area that he's in for more, hopefully, anything.
Hopefully anything. All right.
Hopefully.
I just realized that our audience cannot see our map because the way that this is built. Give me 1 second, folks. Sorry. Let's pull this this up. Roll20 map. Kaboom. Kaboom. So that should now be up on our data screen that y'all can see for the map. This is the zones that I use. This will also be released as its own standalone release in a couple of weeks once we've fully hammered out all of the issues with it. I've been updating the actual thing on the bottom for AP uses and the use of luck because things get a little confusing and a little crazy. So there's an entire table down there. We have our map here. We have the GM notes and player notes, data, and stats. I'll be releasing that for free on the Cybernation Uncensored website in the coming weeks. But a lot of you said that you want to continue down the hallway, and Val said that he wants to start searching.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, Val, go ahead and roll me survival intelligence.
Bang.
Damn, I was hoping for a crit fail. I mean,
No, you weren't.
What?
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Not today.
you are searching around, and you are able to, as you're moving down the hallway, you can see that some of the lights start turning on, just like the bottom floor. This is the lucky fact that Minsky has introduced. As you're going down the hallway, a couple of those lights turn on, and you turn the corner and look inside of one of the rooms and start to search around. So let me pull up the correct site for here. Oh, what? Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. There we go. Boo, boo, boo. This is a... There we go. All right. So go ahead and roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me 1d6, please.
Yep.
All right, a 4. So 1, 2, 3, and as you walk in, you see what seems to be a pile of possibly useful junk. And inside there, you find 2 junk that can be salvaged
Here's
at a
where I
later
might mention something. If you spend a luck, you will find additional junk equal to your luck score.
I know.
And junk can be used to build like mods for your weapons and whatnot.
I know, but I only have 3 luck points left, and if I'm gonna be an effective member of this team, I'm gonna have to undo a couple of things that are bound to happen in the next 2 hours. So Val settles with his junk. I've got 4 junks now.
Ooh,
Cool.
It's from the radiation.
all right. Speaking of which, ironically, my character in the Fallout Pacific Northwest, he also has a junk. It is a depleted bar of uranium that he keeps in his jacket pocket because he is a ghoul and he uses it as a nice source of warmth and healing. So
That's
that is my junk.
The old Homer Simpson.
Yeah, pretty much.
To exfoliate his skin, right?
Oh, that sounds great. Oh my god, I'm gonna pull that up next week. Just like, oh, this is gonna be wonderful. Just rub it on the skin, smooth it out a little bit. Little more leather, a little less suede, if you know what I mean.
It's like a hot stone massage, but it's just this uranium bar.
An exfoliation
It's
bar.
practically glowing.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
I would love to see him brush his teeth with it.
Oh my lord, that sounds wonderful. I'm just gonna start using it as everything. It's my multi-tool now. And Vampire Bites is here in the chat. Vampire knows exactly what I'm talking about. And as I brought up on the Sirenscape channel yesterday, I don't think I will ever be able to play on Sirenscape because I swear too much. And my player as Bolt my character is Bolt, has some of the foulest mouth words that I think I've ever used on a stream, and I'm loving it because Darren just said go for it. So yeah, foul mouth, it's mechanic ghoul. It's wonderful.
From Brooklyn.
From California, who mysteriously has a Brooklyn accent. Same thing with the
He's a
super mutant from California, who also has a Brooklyn accent. Because Brandon.
Californians that are Brooklyn transplants.
Yes.
They're transplants from Brooklyn, but live in California.
Yeah. And we both have an Uncle Tony. So we've got Val, you move into one of these doors and you start searching. The rest of you wanted to move on and start going down the corridor over towards the tip of that rocket. So you get down to the end of the corridor, and I'm going to highlight all these and shift all of these. All right, it is now one distance band away. It's just right ahead of you, and you can see that the tip of this rocket, there's maybe about a meter of it sticking through the wall, just a little bit before the window at the end of the hallway. The door inside of that room has also been busted open. Normally, hotel rooms open on the inside, but this one seems as if it has been busted out. And so you can see the shattered remains of this door scattered on the floor. And you can see that the tip of the rocket is sticking through the end of it, or the end of the wall. So what do the three of you want to do?
I'm going to move in and start looking at the rocket. But before I touch anything, I am going to pull out my handy-dandy survival kit and use use of that to have some gloves.
All right, so go ahead and take off one use of your survival kit. And you put on a pair of somehow still existing latex gloves. Discolored,
put that on before
brownish.
I touch anything.
Yeah, put discolored brownish from decades upon decades of lack of use. But yeah, you are now wearing some nice little gloves.
And I'm going to move in and start checking that thing out.
All right, so you're going to move into that room.
Yep.
Okay. Before you go, let's actually take our initiative order. Oh my god, you're the top of initiative order. Holy crap. Okay, so you move in before Camacho does. Minsky, what are you doing? Oh, you actually went out and grabbed some gloves. Nice. I think I have mine somewhere. Oh, they're in my box. I haven't done any dye work in a while.
Yeah, I think I'll move just into the doorway and sort of look around the room to see if there's anything to be concerned about.
Okay. And Camacho, what are you doing?
I'm providing cover.
Okay. So you and Sean standing out in the hallway, the two of you are providing cover as Jianyu and Minsky kind of make their way into this room. As you move into the room, the lights inside the room do not seem to turn on. It seems as if the inside of this room has been pretty badly messed up. But both of you give me a perception survival check. And this is going to be a DV2. And Minsky, because of your cyber optics, or because of your optics, it'll be a DV1.
I'm gonna snag a -2 from the chat as well.
Right.
And is there a -2 for me to snag?
Yep, one from RC Walker, and no, the next one is from Stinkpalm.
Alright. I was wondering if that was the case. Woohoo! I got a crit fail.
Woo! Crit fail! So John, you got a 3 and a crit fail. Minsky got a 17 and an 18, both fails, so 0 successes. What do you want to do, John? You want to use a luck?
Yeah, let's use a luck.
You sure?
Go also use a luck.
Okay. Both of you can reroll 1d20.
There, I got 2 successes.
Okay.
Yay.
And Minsky, you only need 1. Nope. So Minsky, as you hover your way into the room, you don't really seem to be able to discern much. Your electronics are not adjusting very well to what seems to be interference coming from this rocket tube. But Jianyu, you can see decently well inside the room. This large rocket, you can see across the actual rocket itself. It's been scratched up and banged up. It looks extremely weathered, likely decades old. It looks like, as you already know, that it's been a recent impact, but the physical, like fuselage and tip, everything else is pretty old. It also looks like it has been retrofitted. It looks like it's been changed or modified in some way, shape, or form. And on the side of this rocket, you can see that although it was not originally designed for passengers, it looks as if the payload that it was meant to deliver is simply an open compartment. There's nothing on the inside of it. It seems as if there's a little door that had opened and there's nothing in there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are there any markings on it, like that could give me an idea of origin or anything?
Yes, there are. Go ahead and roll me. This one is going to be a not instead of perception, it's going to be intelligence. So intelligence and survival, or intelligence and science, your call.
I'm going with science. There you go, 3 successes.
All right. So it's a DB2, and you got a crit success. What would you like to do with a crit success?
So I'm kind of hoping that I can find out some stuff about like this rocket more so. In particular, both like where it came from, but also I have a feeling that they were using something to seal it. Because if the black ick was in there and it batched through these doors, why didn't it get out of this? Like, you know. So I'm going to be kind of poking around, looking for things, kind of looking at the inside there and seeing if there's like, if I can make heads or tails of what's going on here, what they modified, that sort of stuff.
Okay, so what do you want the crit success to count as? Do you want AP? Do you want positive event? Do you want removal of an obstacle? What would you like? Remember, we got those options. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to add that into our little notes section so that we remember and don't forget about that. So let's add in a little text box.
I'm thinking like positive event in the sense of like find something around either how it was contained in here or something about what the black ick is or something like that. Like that I'm able to find more information out of it. Out of that fuselage, like the compartment that it was in. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how much that applies, but yeah, we can have that as a
I mean, if it doesn't make that much sense for you, then I could just do an AP and we can bank it for later when we're screwed.
It's all right. No worries. So you're looking for as much information as you can, and as you start poking around on the inside of here, your knowledge of science and your background in dealing with this kind of stuff seems to be helping you out quite a bit. The first thing that you notice is that on the outside, all of the writing that seems to be on the outside is in a form of Chinese that you are very, very unfamiliar with. it looks as if somebody dumbed down the Mandarin that you had studied for so many years of your life, and that the Japanese have also used. It looks like somebody's literally just dumbed down and simplified all of the symbols. So some of it is a little bit confusing to you. From the information that you're able to find, let me pull up our Fallout Asia homebrew supplement. You are able to discover a set of symbols that, although it doesn't make total sense to you, it sounds vaguely familiar from what you had heard happening a very, very long time ago. Something about a communist party. Something you're not totally sure what that was, but you had heard rumors of it a very, very long time ago. And there seems to be something called the Lingdao Jun written on the side of this rocket. You can recognize that writing.
All right. Cool. So we have some origin on this.
And as you're checking out the inside of the rocket, what you notice is that on the inside of the rocket, it looks as if what used to be a payload holder, what would have been a container for high explosives or a gas or something along those lines, this seems to have been kind of changed into something similar to like a cryopod, which you have heard about in the past. But the cryopod itself has been completely shattered and destroyed on the inside of this fuselage. And it looks as if whatever was in there is now out of there.
All right, they had it frozen. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to share what I learned from to the others in the room. That it looks like this is from the Ling Daojun. I don't know much about them, but they seem to have had the ick in cryostasis. You can freeze the sucker.
Oh, I mean, that's useful to know. I'm not sure how we'll achieve cryostasis with our current situation.
Yeah, one thing at a time.
We build a cryolator.
Knowledge is power.
This rocket, you dead, haha, oh my lord. Do you know what? Yeah, for all of RC Walker Nexus's contributions, yeah, you can see hand painted on the side, not spray paint stencil or anything fancy. Somebody hand painted in this very stupid simplified Mandarin, like eat our rocket, haha, you dead. Very simplified, very, very archaically written. It seems like whoever had made this set of Mandarin script, they were just idiots, and it looks pretty badly scrawled on the side. And if
Cartoon of Calvin and Hobbes on there.
they wish they had Calvin and Hobbes. For any of you out there in our audience who are Mandarin speakers or Mandarin readers, if you are blissfully unaware, if you are not blissfully unaware, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Japan, they still use traditional Chinese. It has been mostly unchanged for about 2,000 years, except for the addition of new symbols. But during the Communist Revolution, the Communist mainland Chinese rewrote the entire writing system and made simplified Mandarin, which is literally one of the stupidest writing systems that you can imagine, because they have a ridiculous number of symbols that mean the exact same words, or a ton of different words with the exact same symbols. It's more confusing than English with like it's bad. So yeah, and it looks stupid. So yeah, I'm just biased though. So that's the information you find out. There was a cryo container on the inside. Somebody had scrawled, haha, you dead. Eat this, or eat our rocket. It seems as if the inside of the cryo tank has been busted and destroyed beyond repair. And whatever was in there busted the door out instead of where it normally gets pulled in. Similar to the fire escape.
All right. Confusing thing about this is all the writing. It's like kids made this thing or something.
For those of you who actually, yeah, for everybody else, you can read the simplified Mandarin just fine. Like, it's something that a lot of you have been exposed to plenty before. Not so much for Jianyu. So it looks like somebody just did normal writing on there with simplified Mandarin.
Looks fine to me.
Really?
He sounded so disgusted. Really? Is there any way that we could salvage the pieces of the cryo thingy
The
to
cryopod.
possibly build a new one? Yeah.
You could try to salvage on there, and in the immortal words of Ben Stiller's boss in Mystery Men, junk it. You can try and junk it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something about having nipples.
Can you milk me?
Yeah, can you milk a rocket?
Wrong movie. Mystery Men. It's much better.
I know. Oh no. So yeah, what did you want me to do?
You can junk it.
What does junket mean?
I tear it apart with a crowbar and take the junk.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I mean, I guess we really don't have much else of a choice. I wanted to get specifically the cryopod stuff so that we could make a cryodinator or whatever they're called. What are they called? The book's right here.
Oh my lord! I hear Chinese. What's going on?
I heard something. Yeah.
Are you Chinese? Is that what is it? What are you trying to translate? I can barely hear it. I am 中国人. I'm still at a loss. I'm just stupid. It's okay.
我是中国人。
What's Jungo?
At least that's what the translator says.
What's the English?
I am Chinese.
Oh, 中国. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
一点点.
Like 1/8.
So 你是一点点中国人. You're little Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the cryolator is not in the Fallout core.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
That
It'd be
could
nice.
be something to
We
add
can
into the supplements in the future, but that would be a very, very high level building project. If you want to get to that kind of point, I'm pretty sure you'd need weapons tech 3.
Burn up a ton of luck.
Yeah.
There we go.
We could just find one.
Just be really.
You could just find one.
That's
Yeah.
a solution to everything.
Sure. What if he uses all 10 luck points at once? What happens then?
Then he's a very lucky man.
Lucky enough for a cryodinator?
We stumble across a crashed Brotherhood ship.
The problem is
With-
what happens after I use all 10 points of luck.
We take a nap
You
and we
know?
get him back. It's fine.
It's like we stumble across Crash Brotherhood's ship. We have everything we want, and then the Brotherhood shows up to get it. Or something.
I would
Invasion
never do something
of the
like that.
Brotherhood.
That would just be evil. Something like that would never occur in a grimdark setting.
Because that would never happen, huh?
No, never. What are you insinuating? So yeah, the cryolator, I will just put this out right now. The cryolator would require a gun nut 2 and a science 2. No, a
Insert
science
insidious left
3.
here.
Sorry, science 2 would give you the ability to make something like a scope. Science 3 would, yeah. So yeah, you could make this someday in the far flung future.
All right. Well, if we want to stick around for a few minutes, we can try to junk this rocket.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's our best chance at getting good pieces for something.
I got a bunch of junk.
All right, let's go for it. Let's junk this thing.
I'm going to let you folks know as well. I will write this down right now. I'm going to just straight up write this down. In the big guns category, there's the Fat Man, the Flamer, the Gatling Laser, the Heavy Incinerator, Junk Jet Minigun, and Missile Launcher. What I'm going to write down right now inside of my GM notes is I'm going to add in a cryolator in this, which will be a modified flamer. Instead of putting out a flame, it will put out the, like, what's that called? Liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen.
Yeah. So it'll put out something like liquid nitrogen. So it will be a big guns, damage rating 3 critical. It'll be burst, persistent, spread, energy type. For damage, fire rate is going to be a 3, range, close, qualities, debilitating, inaccurate, two-handed. Weight is going to be a 20, cost is going to be 400, and rarity is going to be a 4. So I'm going to list that stuff out right now into my own stuff, and I'm going to build that into our next supplement.
Sweet.
So instead of flamer...
We'll probably never
cryolator.
find one.
Well, there's a chance, because I'm going to add this into our supplement as well as into the generator. So, yeah, you totally could. It's possible. So yeah, you guys want to junk it?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
let's do it.
do.
All right.
We lost
then,
all our
junk.
scrap with Dynamo.
Yes, that is true. Energy damage. Then it's going to be fire rate 4, fire rate 3, range close. The qualities we're going to do. Let's do inaccurate and two-handed. And it's going to be weight 20. Sorry, I'm just getting this written up so that I can easily jump this straight in. And then this is something I have to modify because I actually have to calculate out the new cost. And then rarity. I'm going to be nice. Rarity 3. I won't be a total dickbag because I know sometimes, especially with the weapons. But keeping in mind, Fallout Asia, it takes place in Asia. They only really work with common weapons like handguns and rocket launchers and submachine guns. Why would they regulate something that shoots out liquid nitrogen? It probably has its industrial purposes, right? Like the railway
man.
rifle.
Yeah,
Makes sense to me.
Because the railway
it
rifle
does to me. I mean,
did not get modified for rarity level. So yeah, all I'll put it in 3. I'll calculate the new stuff, and I'll add that into our update number 5. So all of you guys heard it
I
first.
imagine you'd find
I will
it.
put it out.
I imagine you'd find it
How
like a
else-
meat packing plant or something. You know, like that's how you
How
freeze
else
all
are
the
you-
chicken like breasts.
Exactly. How else are you supposed to freeze dry your poultry or your groceries?
Exactly.
It's actually a really good point. Huh. Huh.
Instant popsicles.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got like a dozen ideas at the
Yeah,
same
Jerry
time,
has
and I need to reorganize my thoughts. Let's junk it. Sorry. All right.
Let's junk it.
Whoever is going to take a swing at this thing, go ahead and roll me your. Give me intelligence survival or intelligence science. You get to choose for taking this thing apart. If anybody gets a crit success, I will allow you to salvage a piece that is significant. Okay, so go ahead and make your rolls.
Still pretty good. Damn, we're getting a lot of stuff. Yay!
Ooh.
Yeah, my man.
And Minsky.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
That buzzsaw, man.
Yeah, it's that buzzsaw. Y'all are going at it with this
She's just like,
crowbar.
"Yeet."
Yeah, Minsky's just cutting chunks off. All right, so let's go through this piece by piece.
Minsky going ham.
Minsky is going ham. It seems as if maybe he wasn't made for medical, he was made for industrial.
Is he still speaking German?
Ich weiß nicht.
Let's go with yes. I just have not had my translator pulled up.
All right. Holy God. Okay, so first one on here, Val, you get 2 scrap, and then you have a 1+ effect, which means that you have another common scrap, plus you have uncommon material that you're able to find with it.
So,
Sorry, junk.
hold on. Am I?
So you have 3 junk,
am
and then you also get
Okay.
1 uncommon material.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, my bad.
Because I had to read the junk rules like 4 times.
Yeah, I have it on the generator. It actually explains the whole thing. It says ready to salvage your junk. Intelligence plus repair, DV0, 10 minutes per piece of junk. Each success is 1 common material. If you have the Scrapper 1 perk, you get an additional uncommon material. If you have the Scrapper 2 perk, you get uncommon material and rare material. So it's actually all on there.
So, I had 4 junk, and I got what? 3 more?
Yes, you got 3 junk, and you got an uncommon material.
Okay, I got a lot of junk right now.
Yes.
Yeah. The uncommon material is good. That's
what are
like
you gonna do with all
already
that junk?
scrapped.
Yeah.
So I'll tear apart all the junk when we have some downtime to do that. Because I have the scrapper perk.
Oh, and you
And
also
now-
have that. You also have the deluxe toolkit, so we don't need a workbench.
Exactly.
Yep.
So when we have some time, like I can sit there and scrap it all, and then we can decide on like some stuff to make.
Yeah.
A Robo Dynamo.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Raven, you got 2 successes, so you have 1 junk and then 1 junk. So you got 2 pieces of junk that you were able to pull apart from this thing. Jianyu, you have a crit success. Your first part is that you have 1 piece of junk and 1 uncommon material. And then I will let you pick what special piece do you find as your junk in this? As you're scrapping it.
I mean, do I have like options, or is it just like
Pull
something
something out of
bottom
the
half?
ether. Think about it for a second.
I'd like some extra jet fuel,
All right. You will
like
find.
rocket fuel.
Yeah. You will find. Let me roll CD. You will find 2 ammunition worth of fuel. So like flamer fuel.
Alright, flamer fuel, yes. That's what we would call that. That'll be fun to play with.
All right, and Minsky, holy shit, double crit success. So your first one that you get, you have 2 junk, you have a 3rd piece of junk, and then you're able to get to special things. What are you finding from this rocket?
I'm hoping there are maybe some energy cells on it as some sort of like reserve power.
Right, let me
propelled it.
see. Pull up energy cells. Oh my lord, these are rare. What the fuck? Instead of energy cells, for the first one that you find 5 plasma cartridges. They seem to have been partially what was fueling that cryo system. And then for your second one, you were talking about E cells. Let me try and move that up and see what we get first.
Or fusion cells, rather.
Fusion cells, okay. There we go. And you find 11 fusion cells.
Sweet.
That's so many.
Yes, that's actually like almost maxed out on here. You're very lucky. So yeah, that's what all of you are able to scavenge from this. Now I need all of you, please. Actually, not all of you. Minsky, you don't have to, and Jianyu, you put on gloves ahead of time. Val and Camacho, I need both of you to please roll me a endurance survival check. And I know
-2s.
we do have some -2s in chat, yes.
So take some of those.
All right, so one is from Stink Palm, thank you Stink Palm, and the other is from RC Walker Nexus.
So what was it?
You are going to be doing survival endurance, and your DB is going to be a 2. Look at that. Camacho got a 3. Val got a none. So we have 1 success with a 7, a crit success with a 3, and then we have Val 2 failures, 16, and a 10. Camacho, what do you want to use the crit success for?
I'll go random.
All right. As you are scrounging through this rocket, you are also able to find a grand total of 6 fusion cells. Right. And Val, let me
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want.
No, you can just skip me. You can skip me. It's fine. Just move on to something else.
Are
We
you
don't have to
are
bring
you
it
sure? Are
What
you
are we
sure?
doing here? I'm sure.
Okay. So. Oh, you lucked out! Oh my lord! Oh god, you are so lucky. Okay. So you take 5 damage. But you
Okay.
get no infections. Nothing seems to have infected you, whether it was from the rust or from any of the biological leftovers in there. You are safe from that, but you injure your hands.
So, Oh no, I have an injury in my hands.
You're cutting your hands up
Oh,
trying
okay.
to do this.
So, question.
Answer.
I take 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
How does my DR play into this?
So your DR will reduce the damage by whatever your DR is in that area.
So,
If you have a
one of
DR,
my arms is 1,
okay.
and the other one is 2.
So your head
So I only
DR.
have it.
Alright, then.
Yeah, I only have like
Oh!
another arm
Hate
skid.
having uneven shit like that.
Yeah.
Roll
And
me.
it really matters for bats, but
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up your character sheet really quick.
It's a
And
broken leg again.
your leg snaps off. So left arm, right arm.
hands is fine.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a 1d20. Low will be your left arm, high will be your right arm. Alright, so
Looking
you will
good.
only take 3 damage.
Excellent. Gang's all here.
Yay for DR. And now Sean is going through there, and you can see something cross across his face. Something pops up on his face as they're going through there. He's like, I know this group. I heard about them before. As he's kind of looking over this rocket and reading the writing that's on there. These are some crafty bastards, and I don't think this is something we really want to be messing around with too much.
You say that after we take it apart.
Yeah, spoken up. Come in. Also, what happened to your voice?
I've got a cold.
You gotta add like a bloody hell in there or something.
Bloody hell, I've got a cold.
Yeah, that.
Got a squirrel in his throat.
Oh, that squirrel
That's
pop out of his mouth like Living Dead style. But yeah, so that's what he says to all of you. He's like, I think our best course of action is to get out of here. And I don't just mean this building. We need to get out of this area. Do you all remember the... Oh, some of you might be a little bit too young. And he kind of thinks to himself quietly. Give me 1 second. Boop, 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 boop. Do you all remember, or do any of you remember the new plague pandemic? It's the 2050s.
Not so much.
Are any of you old enough to know that one? He's kind of like, oh, bloody hell, these youngins, these youngsters, ankle biters. The new plague, I from what I know, these bastards, and he points to the LDJ, the Lingdao Jun on the side of the rocket. These bastards are the ones that engineered it. This might be their next attempt.
And Val starts doing the math. It's like, right. 2050, 27. Are you 60 years old?
That's classified.
Right. Well, I don't disagree with you.
I think
We should probably get out of here.
our best course of action, we need to get not only out of this building, we need to get out of this region. We need to find somewhere safer, because if this is anything like the new plague, or if this is that black stuff that we've already encountered, this could be very dangerous.
Well, it's definitely the black stuff, but that's a good point. It's not like we can stay here. And he points to the rocket, and he goes, "Why don't we go where they are?"
Mainland China. I'm gonna shut my mouth up for a second. Is there anything that any of you want to add in on this?
I mean, before we get out of this building, the weather's got to clear some.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about we need to just go. We need to get out of this. But you might be right. Maybe we can... We know who sent these over. We might be able to stop them from sending more.
Right. That wasn't exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking that there would be less likely for them to have. They're not going to release it in their own spot.
He completely cuts you off and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "You are so brave. You're right. We should help."
Nope, not. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's been kind held.
I have no idea what this bloke is saying.
Whatever that means.
Hellfire.
I don't know what she's saying.
Johnny, it's your turn to say something confusing.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Alright, well, first things first, we are going to need to get back to the settlement. We don't have any current methods of fighting this thing. But, let's make sure we get that fusion core on the way out, too. How's the weather looking outside?
It is still pitch black.
Guess we might as well search a little bit more.
Sean looks over at Camacho and says, Camacho, I might be able to get us some help. The people that are going to be paying me for the power core that we got from the school, if I gave them a second power core, we might be able to get some help in our town. At the reservoir.
And who would these people be?
Help with what?
We already know that our wonderful bot friend here has... How do the Americans say? Shit the bed. When it came to disposing of our departed help. And if he was infected, then we might need some help when we get back to town.
That's the key, though. Might.
Oh shit! Right, town. I don't want to go there.
You don't want to go back home to the reservoir?
Not particularly.
We got to.
Tell you what.
We gotta check on Aunt May at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I might have accidentally dropped a grenade on her son, but which was not my fault. He might have rigged.
That might be a little sticky.
Yeah, it's a very tense situation.
You guys also told the other survivors that they should probably head that way.
Oh, good. Oh, bad.
Or not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a neutral one. Yeah, that could go either way.
Oh, they weren't very happy with you.
Oh, I meant as far as being murdered and reanimated by the black goo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, Sean.
they'll be more friendly after they get some Ame's cooking or something, you know? It'll work its way out.
As I was saying, though, Camacho, if you let me take that second power core, I might be able to get us some help and to meet us there. I may
That
have
sounds interesting.
a connection that I could use to get us a little bit of manpower and help.
Okay,
I don't
that
have
sounds interesting.
much to pay them with other than this pre-war tech that's quite valuable.
Got a counter proposal. I'll relinquish my claim on the power core if you let me keep a hold of the shotgun.
The shotgun, oh, I thought you were about to say my pistol. Oh, yes, I'd gladly take this thing off my hands. I've already
I'm sure Minsky
caused
would be
enough
happy.
damage.
Minsky would be relieved.
He looks over at Binsky. You can see this kind of grimace on his face. He's like, sorry, old chap.
Es ist alles gut.
I don't know why he's talking like a kraut, but you know.
Ein Moment, bitte.
I
Zurücksetzen. And Minsky's eyes dim, and his limbs sort of splay out as he lowers to the ground, so he can stay upright in sort of a tripod. Yeah, and his eyes go dark. And he's just not there for a moment.
I fear I broke him again.
Fix that thing.
Minsky's got a dark passenger.
Damn it. Val, what did you do in there?
What? I didn't do shit.
Dexter.
Did you lose your
reference.
multi-tool on him again?
No, I did. And I think he knocks. Like he knocks on Minsky's shell. Like, come on, we gotta. Y'all gotta fix whatever you're doing, because we gotta get the hell out of here.
Then their eyes start to flicker back on, the thruster powers back up, and he raises back up. Can you understand me now?
Oh, much better, the queens.
What just happened there?
I seem to have reverted back to
Factory
old
setting.
language processing from some time in the past.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Wonderful old
Because we
TV
jump
show.
under here, there's a reset switch.
Turn it on and turn it back on again. They very wonderful tech advice. Old friends.
All right.
Minsky was working for H&K in Germany. Oh my god. Heckler and Koch want their bot back.
We'll have to
was
come get him.
the assembly line.
Ugh. But yeah,
Firearm
so the firearm is exchanged over to Camacho. So Camacho he gives you the shotgun, and hands off the ammo. Let me check his player sheet to see how much ammo he's got. Items. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Oh, shotgun shells. 5. Yeah, he hands you 5 shells. He is.
I'll pass you off the 4 shells I have.
Shit.
Roger. I hand you 4 shotgun shells that I had picked up.
Okay.
You might need these more than I do.
Gracias, amigo.
No problem.
And he looks at all of you and says, "All right, let's get what we need from here. I'll grab the core, and I will see all of you back at home. I'm gonna go get the support that I can."
Before grabbing the core, since the weather's bad, let's wait till the weather clears up, so we can at least see what we're stuck in here. And place like this should have a kitchen somewhere.
And there's more floors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
I suspect the kitchen's probably downstairs.
It is
maybe
16 stories tall.
Oh,
And-
Cool. We're gonna be searching a while.
Not all of it will be fully accessible. When
Right.
we come back, because we're going to jump on our bio break in just a moment, the wonderful Game Master's Tool Kit, which Raven now also has, which is absolutely wonderful, it allows you to do what's called a timed test. And so, since it would take several hours to scrounge through this place, instead of having all of you make like 400,000 rolls, we can just do a timed test, and we can scrounge through this building for materials that all of you might be interested in getting. So we're going to take our bio break. I'm going to go through the Game Master toolkit really quick, and when we get back, we're going to take a look at scrounging up this building and getting the hell out of Dodge. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between here in our chat, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. See you all shortly. I'm going to leave the mics hot so our players can chat.
Und was ist dein Essen?
We got a lot of chat right now about how people got introduced to Fallout on here. Yeah, a lot of old school stuff. I started out with 3, and I loved 3. I did modding for 3, and I even did voice acting for 3. And then I got into number 2, and then I went back to number 1 because I finally found a way to run it on an old PC. Got into tactics and did not like tactics. Then I jumped into New Vegas, loved the shit out of that, modded and voice acted for that. And then I got into 4 and modded and voice acted for that. As much as I love Bethesda's work and I love their open world RPGs, I regrettably will never, ever, ever touch 76 because I do not play MMOs, period. I won't tolerate it, and I don't tolerate pay service kind of stuff, so I don't roll with that. But that's just me.
You can pay it. You can play it for free.
I don't want to
Without
play.
buying stuff.
I don't want to play an MMO. I don't like MMOs.
To each their own.
Yep. My multiplayer that I'm okay with is tabletop gaming, because I get to choose who I get to be with, and if I am with a group of people that I don't like, then I can walk away from that group of people. Not so much on MMOs. So yeah, I don't like MMOs. All right. So during break, I refilled up on coffee. I took a very brief look at our rules, and I was chatting with my girlfriend. So what's going to be happening is that we are going to be scouting a large location. So what I'm going to do on the perchance generators, I'm going to get us to a large location. So give me 1 second. All right. So what happens with this is that there's a grand total chance to find 20 items within this location. You are going to have a, it says on here, location difficulty. You're actually at a location difficulty right now of only 1, but it is 1 plus the player's levels in combat dice. So what's going to happen is that our players right now are level 3, I believe. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to roll 3 combat dice, and we will see what are the number of difficulties or complications that will exist within inside this building while they are searching. So let us roll that right meow. Number of combat dice, 3, submit. All right, so there's going to be a grand total of 4 possible obstacles. None of them are extreme, so none of them are the little Fallout Boy head, so that's a big plus for all of you. When it comes to the location itself, the DV is going to be a 1. So what each of you are able to do now is you're able to roll a survival with perception. DV 1 will meets beats in the 2d20 system. And then we have a grand total of 20 possible items within the location to find. What happens with this is that the location has its own specific types of items that can be found there. You have a chance to find the following: clothing, food, beverages, junk, weapons, and other. So, other means like oddities, valuables. It also jumps into the quote-unquote other category, which can be any. So there's 0 chance to find ammo here. If your other pops up as ammo, you can find ammo. So that's how it works on this. So what I would like you all to do is we're going to be jumping into searching the location. So what I need all of you to do right now is please roll your survival endurance. DV1.
Survival endurance.
Survival. Oh, sorry. It is survival endurance because it is a large space. So when you are going from a singular space to a large space, it switches over from survival perception to survival endurance.
Bummer. We're way less good at that.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm gonna spend a luck and do survival luck.
Okay. You guys also have. Oh wait, we don't have any AP.
I feel like we probably should have generated some by now.
Nobody chose AP.
We kept spending it.
Yeah, we kept using it for other stuff.
Yep.
I only use luck and reroll mine.
All right.
2 luck.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. There you go.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Critical success. Do you want to generate an AP or something else?
AP can be
AP.
used to also roll extra items.
Yeah, I'll use that as AP. So bank it as AP.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. I re-rolled one of them.
Woo. All right. Cool. So you've got 1 success. And Camacho, you chose AP, so we'll pop that AP on. All right. So let's go through this. Jianyu, you got an 11. So on here, you will have a chance for 3 different items out of those 20, because your survival is a 3. So let's jump on here and let's roll on our table. Lot of aren't MMO. Sure, you need to download them, which I fucking hate. Yeah, I just don't do MMOs. I don't do online multiplayer games. I used to. I don't anymore. I can't deal with that. I just can't.
Tell me you at least played RuneScape back in the day.
A long time ago, yeah. I used to play online games all the time. I used to be kind of addicted to them. And that's part of the reason why I can't just play them anymore. I can't.
I can't play them casually. They're the only thing I do for 2.5 weeks, and then I'm like, wow, dude, touch grass. Like, go outside, look at a real dog. And I'm like, no, but I gotta grind out for this pieces for this little fake dog that's gonna follow me around and not do anything.
Yeah.
Yep. My friends in high school convinced me to try World of Warcraft, and I had to quit that immediately. It's like, oh, this is the only thing I'm going to be doing for the rest of time. I can't do this.
Meh, the outside world is overrated.
It really is. It's not that great.
I can never really get into those because, like, you can't pause them because everybody else is online, and like, I have to be able to get up and walk away from stuff.
No, if you walk away, you lose.
Yeah.
Mom, I can't pause the game. It's online.
It's like I played 76, but I literally, like, I'll just stand up and like set down my controller and like walk away and go do something else. And it's like, I hope I don't die, but I gotta go deal with this or that or move the laundry or whatever.
All right, so let's jump back into this. We've got 3 survival. So what I need, Jianyu, I need you to roll me 3d6.
3d6.
Yep, these are going to be which tables that you are going to be getting. Alright, so a 5, a 1, and a 2. So let's do our 1 first. 1 is clothing. So as you are looking around, you find a casual hat. Yay! The 2 on there goes from clothing to food. And so while you are searching, you find growing off of one of the walls some brain fungus.
Yum.
Yum.
Get away.
It's fungus that looks like a brain. It's delicious. It's actually in a lot of recipes, so.
If we had sugar bombs, we could make brain bombs.
Nom nom nom.
All right, and then 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes to our other table. Oddities and valuables. There we go. So while you are searching around, you also find... Wow, okay. You find an integral boiler. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's a robot part.
It is a robot part that can be installed into Minsky to boil and purify water.
Make coffee.
Oh my god, you can make the whole tea thing now.
He
You can now give us tea.
Yeah, he can
Instead of-
tea.
You can pee tea?
Little outlet valve, it just goes... Little tiny thing comes out, then... Oolong, anybody?
I make the water.
So you have an integral boiler that if you want to install into Minsky later, we can roll on that. Camacho, you've got 1 success. Your survival is 4, so please roll me 4d6.
Oh, hold on.
Huh.
My bad.
There we go.
There we
5,
go.
5, 4, 4.
Much
All right.
better.
So we've got 2 others and 2 junk. So let's get our junk out of the way. You find 1 junk and 2. So you find a total of 2 junk and 1 piece of uncommon material. So those are your 2 junk rolls, and then our 2 oddities and valuables rolls. Oh, actually, no, that's other, not oddities and valuables, so let me roll our other. Alright, first one pops up as beverages. So you find... Dun, 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 dun. Holy shit, a can of Nuka-Cola Cherry. Rarity 4 item. And our second other category is beverages again. You find a can of instant tea. So you found a bunch of junk and you found some liquids, including one that is very valuable and very expensive. You also banked in that AP. Do you want to use that AP to find an additional item, or do you want to leave the AP there?
An additional item.
All right. Let's roll. Go ahead and roll 1d6. And we'll use that AP. All right, a 2. So our second one on here, we go from clothing to food. So food. You find...
A case of sugar bombs.
No, you find a sealed container of Salisbury steak. Yum, yum.
Ooh.
So you've got liquids and you've got foods now to take care of all of your dietary needs for the day. Yay! All right, and Val, last one. Your survival is a 2, so go ahead and roll 2d6.
Before we do that, do you remember before when I drank the glowing water
Mm-hmm.
and I took 1 radiation damage?
Mhm.
I have radiation DR2 on my head that I just realized was there.
It goes through
Been there
your
the whole
DR.
time.
That's for external damage. Leaded belly is the perk that you would need to be able to drink radioactive water or eat radioactive food.
So if I drink it, it doesn't matter because I need lead belly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. Fine.
Surprisingly, one of the most useful perks that you can get is literally one of the things that most people ignore. So we got a 2 and a 4.
Thank God one of them is beverages. Oh, no, it's not.
Food. So the
Yeah,
two
I gotta
is
feed 87 kids.
yeah. You find a sealed hot pot of vegetables, sealed hot pot vegetables. All you have to do is add boiling water, and you can eat it. We now also have a player who can install an integrated broiler, so woo. All right, and then we have a 4, so that's clothing, food, beverages, and junk. All right, you find 1 junk and 1 uncommon material.
Okay. What is the sealed vegetable hot pot? What is that? Is that in the
That's in
core
the
book or
Asia
your
supplement. So in the Asia supplement, hot pot vegetable meat. So for this, hot pot's HP healed vegetable is 6. Other effects is a +1 radiation damage resistance until the end of the next scene. You need to add, because it is not a cooktop pot, you have to add in your own water.
But that makes it thirst quenching as well.
Yes. And for any of you who might be wondering what the hell is hot pot, it is somehow one of the things that Taiwan is in love with. You literally go to a restaurant and they put out a pot of boiling water, and then you add your own like vegetables and meat and stuff, and you cook it yourself. And yeah, I'm not a fan, and everybody gives me shit for it, and I don't care.
You're wrong. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You're wrong, but so are we. Like, I don't know how we... Like, they managed to make a business where we
cook
pay
your own
them
food.
to cook our food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get it. But it's amazing. You should go.
I've been to a couple hot
It's like
pot places
but
here.
opposite.
I like hibachi, and I like what's that called? The Japanese one, tonkatsu, the place where they grill it. My brain is going stupid. All of these words. So yeah, I like those. I just don't like hot pot because I'm also not a big fan of soup. Because I mean, it's just mostly water. It's soup. It's very expensive soup that you cook yourself. I don't get it. It's just broth. That's all
You're missing
it is.
out.
I'm not missing out.
You're missing out.
I'm not missing
I
out.
love broth.
I beg to differ. I think you are.
I would beg to differ. I think I'm not. A nuke goes off in the distance. Oh. Sorry, wrong universe.
Your wrong opinion.
Wrong universe. This one's already been nuked. Our other universe is in the process of being nuked.
So we all turn into ghouls.
Yep, you are all now
Except
ghouls.
Minsky.
Minsky is a ghoul robot. However that works, we'll get the overlay.
He's our caretaker.
We'll get both the overlays.
Minsky would be our caretaker.
Will it clean pee? No, it isn't, and no, you'd. You could pee into Minsky with an integrated boiler, and it would just release out boiled pee.
Hold on.
Please don't pee into Minsky.
Yeah.
It is not a water purifier, it is a water boiler.
I have a
I figured out
buzzsaw, and
something.
I'm not afraid to use it.
I figured out something you could add. One of those survival straws.
Ooh.
Hey.
I do love pho, though. Pho is freaking delicious. Vampire, yes. And that's actually a really good idea. Survival straw.
Yeah.
But that's also going to be super fucking rare. But yeah, that's something interesting to add. Cool. So yeah,
The convenience.
yeah, for the convenience, and it'll have
Alright.
limited uses. But yeah, so you guys spend, let's see, what is the size of our building? Our building is large, so that will take how much time? Let's find out. Large buildings. Doo, doo, doo. Doo, doo, doo. Where are you at? By the way, this is all in the GM toolkit. It's not in the core rulebook. So if you are a GM, seriously get the GM toolkit because you are missing out on so much information. It's not even funny. You need it. Trust me. Oh wait, why am I looking through there? I have it on my fucking thing. I put it on my my perchance generator. There we go. 2 hours. All the math is already taken care of. No need to math anymore. 2 hours. So we have 2 hours worth of time used. It is now roughly 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that has put us into the next time zone or time slot. So let's roll for our new weather. It is now overcast. So as a lot of you spend about 2 hours, you're going in between these different areas and these different rooms. You find food, you find some junk, you find some clothing. It's been about 2 hours worth of time, and outside the ash storm seems to have passed, and it is now simply overcast. The sky is filled with gray clouds that are accented in red. But this means that the perception, endurance, and ranged attack modifiers are now gone. So outside is clear. The ash has settled onto the ground. What do all of you want to do? Do you want to stay inside of this building and rest? Do you want to start heading back? What do you want to do?
So it's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the afternoon, yes.
If it's overcast, we should probably get like back to the homestay-ish area, so that way we can cover some ground while it's not blood raining or whatever the fuck. And that way, along the way, once it starts to get dark, we can find a place to sleep. That'll still have all those buildings.
Yeah, because if we're taking the same route back, there's already places that we've stayed.
Right.
That I'm sure are still fine.
All right.
Let's do that.
So a lot of you want to head out. Sean looks over at all of you and says, "All right, this is where I think we need to part ways, everybody." And he reaches over and tries to unplug the power core by hand again, and he gets zapped. He has forgotten about the zapperage of the power cores themselves. So that's going to be 3d6 damage. He falls to the floor and he's convulsing a little bit. He's like, bloody hell.
Buddy.
I love that. Thank you.
Insult to injury.
Yep. So, Val, if you would like to unplug it for him, it's going to be I believe we did intelligence and repair or intelligence science, and for you it's only a DV1.
Okay. Is that because of my multi-tool?
That's because of your knowledge. Remember you read
So
the
if
book.
I use the multi-tool, does it become a 0?
No.
Okay. Does it become a 0, please?
No.
I'm gonna use a luck point
Okay. Wait.
because we're going to sleep.
No.
We're going to sleep soon.
You want to use another luck point?
I'm gonna use the luck point because we're going to sleep soon. All right.
Oh my god. You want to use another luck point?
I don't have any left.
Okay. So yeah, you walk over. He's like, I got this, and you fiddle around with it for what seems to be almost 20 minutes. And yeah, you're unable to get it detached. It does not seem to want to come out.
Right. This one isn't like the way that the other one was in the book. There is some sort of extra lever that must have, and he starts making words up, that must have corroded after the extra national radiation spending there so long that, you know, the all the microns and their electronibs are just, it's all jacked up. Can't do nothing with it.
Are,
See,
Are
what
you
would
sure?
happen was...
Go ahead and roll me charisma science, please.
See, the way my bank account is set up. Charisma science.
Yes. You actually spout out a lot of very real scientific terms amidst all of this bullshit, and it's pretty convincing. Now
Okay.
you can use that crit success. Would you like to generate an AP, positive action? What would you like to do?
I would like a positive action that the fusion cordless falls out of its socket. I know that can't really happen.
As he's spouting out all of these very real scientific words in complete and total nonsense, the power core itself just kind of goes and falls out of its container.
Which is why I just had to wait a second till it all kicked in. And there you go. Sean, you're still on the ground. You can get that while you're down there. I'm going to go something else.
So yes, that is how this works. So yeah, that's a positive benefit, positive event. So yes, that's totally legit.
So while they're screwing around with the core, I would like to have done whatever you do with your trinket to get an extra point of luck back.
What is your trinket?
I don't usually show people, but you might see me like playing around with a little something in my hands. It looks like maybe a card or something. I think Val's seen it.
All right, so personal trinkets. Let's pull this up. Let's see. What? What? Come on. Where is it? Where's the rules on trinkets? Don't just give me a list of trinkets.
Oh,
It's in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Trinkets. Personal trinket also allows your character to regain luck points. Once per quest outside of combat, your character can spend a few moments looking at their trinket, thinking about what it means to them, what you do, or when you do, you regain 1 luck point. So yes, you pull out the card, you fiddle around with it, you regain 1 point of luck.
yeah. And then I'm probably gonna come walking into the room with, you know, a nice fedora that I found. You know, because everybody needs a fedora.
Every lucky guy needs a cool hat.
Exactly.
That's why Minsky has one.
And Minsky,
Minsky's cool.
you did perception science. What was this for?
That was just to see if I could tell if Val was talking nonsense.
It sounded very legit. You recognize all of the scientific terms. Some of them seemed medical terms, but it seems legit, and the core fell out while he was explaining it. So, yeah. He's probably right.
Very effective member of the team.
Very effective member of the team. Even
One
after
of the,
burning through 3
one of
points of
the-
luck. I'm not
One
getting
of
a success.
Which did it? That wasn't the thing that helped.
Nope. It was the
One
charisma
of
check. Out of all fucking things.
One of the trinkets in that list is a potted plant. Which, so I love the idea of someone with just like a giant plant walking around. It's like, it's my lucky plant. Yeah. Yeah.
It's synthetic.
Winston lifts up his hat and there's an entire pot
I
of
don't know.
plants
It's
in
supposed to be
it.
lucky.
Now,
That'd be
Gia
one.
Pet, come on.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-chia! Please don't sue us.
I swear it's the last pot plant in
Smear-
the world. I gotta keep
Smear
it
that,
safe.
smear that all over Minsky.
Somebody's going through your pockets. What do they find? It's an old used condom package. It's like it's my lucky condom.
Oh, it's hold on. It's a used package.
They pull it out and
So
you can
it's-
see it's used. It's my lucky condom.
As in,
What?
I
They
gotta
don't make it anymore.
No, they don't make it anymore. It's like,
You can watch
Save
it.
for a rainy day.
oh no, I save it to prevent rainy days. Hey, come on, they're
Think of the
usable. You just turn it
smell.
inside out.
ugh. I hate this.
Oh my god!
Pervert.
Oh, that's gonna be my next character's lucky trinket, a lucky used condom. Oh my lord!
Our overseer is a pervert.
Your overseer is his mind literally lives in the dumpster. There is a gutter that is on fire, and I am in the dumpster underneath the gutter. That's it. I'm out. Bye, Arsuwa.
Is there an elevator in this building? Because I think I'd like to explore the shaft if there is.
Ah, it is ungreased. Just to let you know. But yeah, there is an elevator shaft. Yeah. Do you want to get shafted?
No. I'm not a good climber.
Okay. Yeah, you'd literally just be like, "Oh, I wonder what's in."
I think that was the
Oh,
intention.
scheiße.
I'm not sure.
Dumpster overseer. My own girlfriend calling me a dumpster overseer. Feel the love. Feel it.
I'm sure it was said with love.
I'm sure it was. No animosity, no disgust. Yeah, no. Kitty.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You won't actually see her. This is as much as you'll get.
Butt tail.
She's too small. Yeah.
It's a mini kaiju, right?
Butt tail.
As opposed to the head tail.
Yeah. This is Fallout. Come on. Think tails are only on butts here? Wait until you deal
So you
with
should put hearts in the chat.
Wait until you deal with a refuse ram. Oh my god. These guys are wonderful. The sock from Rob's campaign, oh my god. Or the magazine that T-Bar keeps on it. This is a okay, hold on. This is my continuing theme. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, drink. We don't need shit. We just need... we need sex jokes. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. I'm gonna be getting super chuggy on whatchamacallit, Darren's stream. My god. Every single opportunity was just sex jokes. Either way, you guys have searched the building. It's been 2 hours. We got out the power core. It is now 2:20 in the afternoon. It is overcast outside, and Sean has stopped convulsing on the ground and grabs the power core, and he says, "All right, I will see all of you. I'll see all of you back. Oh, back at home." And I'm gonna move our little map here, and you guys can see we have the Del Rago right here, and we have our the Southern Resort, or the reservoir, up there. So this map we can put two back, put underneath there. Okay, so where we are at right now is the Del Rago. You all have two choices. So I'm going to zoom in on this. Oh crap! I'm going to zoom in on this map really quick.
We're actually here.
That was your first objective. That was where you guys first went. Then you went to the Del Rago. Oh, wait, oh my God! No! You're right.
This is a different map.
This is because I moved the other thing, but the labels didn't move. What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
Really odd.
This just needs to go to front. There we go. My God. All right, very confused. My mistake. So you all have a couple of different choices. Because you said you were going to exit out of here. You are right here at objective. You've completed that objective and you've completed your milestone. So this is where all of you will be able to, over the course of our next week, input your character improvement. So this is our milestone. You all have a couple of different choices for how you want to get back to Sun Moon Lake. The first choice is you can take the path that heads north here, and then let me get a little freehand marker thing. You can take this road right here, and you can circumnavigate the river. Or sorry, not the river, the lake. You can take the path that you guys came down before, which is heading back this way and then going south. Or you all could take a third option and you could try to head across the lake itself.
The lake.
Oh no.
So you have
Minsky
three.
strongly objects
Let's be
to anyone
adventurous.
that suggests it.
You have three possible.
I don't know about
options.
that, man.
Let's be adventurous.
I kind of
can't-
wanna.
I can't swim.
I can't swim either.
What's swimming?
I can.
I mean, we'd have to find a boat, and we'd have to.
There are plenty of boats, I think, right?
Well, we'd have to power the boat, and then we'd have to. Listen, I don't think it's a great idea.
If you guys want to do it, that's fine. I guess I'll just see you back at the dam. I'm taking the road.
We can use
The
we
dry
can use
route.
Minsky as a thruster. We can have Minsky propulsion.
Yeah, just
That's actually.
take Minsky's butt thruster, just put it in the water.
I vote for the yellow path.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do? So we got
You know,
one vote
Split
for
the
yellow.
party.
I'm
Yeah,
down
I
with
think
Yellow
we should-
Brick Road.
I think we should go the way we came. I mean, we know where at least some safe places to stay are there.
Okay,
I agree.
Macho.
I'm just being funny. I'll go with wherever, with the majority rule. Although the boat would be quicker.
Yes. The boat would be quicker.
It
No.
would be quicker, especially if you want to use your backup character soon.
I do love the idea of all four of us heading out on the boat, all four of us dying, and then just four random people waking up somewhere like, damn, I gotta go check out a rocket. I don't know why. I just have this weird feeling.
All right. So,
Trying-
yeah, a lot of you say you want to head back along that yellow path. I just cleared it off because we're taking the same path back. Now, what's going to be happening is that we have a couple of things. Number one, you guys all know the path now, and you've recently traversed the path. This means that you won't have to do any crazy navigation checks like last time, because it is a recent traverse that you are familiar with. This also means that getting from point A, the objective, to point B, Sun Moon Lake Reservoir, will be about half the time. So instead of it taking you guys one day, it could take you, or sorry, instead of taking 2 days, it will take 1 day. So if you left right now and you went through the night, you could get there by 2 o'clock the following day. So it'll be 24 hours. Otherwise, you could all continue on for as long as you want, and then camp out somewhere, and then continue on in the morning. It's up to all of you, but it's going to take you, and not even 24 hours. My God, it'll take you about 12 hours. My bad. Because it only took 24 collective hours to get here. It's half that time.
What are you guys still waiting? Why are you guys still standing there?
Yeah, let's get moving.
Yeah, I would say that we should walk until it's dark, and then we'll decide if we're gonna rest.
I think rest is
Take
good.
off at a Take off at a double time.
So we're all going to double move, and we're going to get there in 6 hours, but we're all now at 8 fatigue.
Yeah.
Well, all is a strong term.
I mean, I don't know how great of an idea it is for me to do anything at double anything. I'm fully quenched, but I'm already hungry, and I have 87 children inside of me that I need to feed.
Yes.
Oh, I do have something to help you out.
Oh, you do?
Hold on. Speaking of which, let me zoom out. I forgot. You guys just completed a 2-hour area. All of you, please move your... Sorry, all is a strong word. All of our humans, please move down your hunger and thirst by 1. And our father of 87, move your hunger down by 2.
Okay, I am starving. I'm starting to calculate the amount of calories in a robot.
So you are starving, so that means that you now have a +1 to fatigue.
So
Yep, you are at +2.
we need to stop so that I can eat.
No.
No.
So do
I'm kidding.
I put something in my disease track? Like, what do I do for that?
You're at disease duration 1, so that means that the next time that you rest, you make the endurance survival check, and if you succeed, then you've kicked it out of your system.
Okay.
Yeah. And what I have is I found a glowing occult ultra, which allows you to re-roll endurance survival tests to reduce disease duration. And gives a +5 to radiation damage resistance, which I presume would count for food you eat as well.
Yeah, it would be for the scene. I forgot to add in the scene because it wasn't enough space. You also have to roll a 2 for the combat irradiated dice, which could either be radiation or it could be another disease. So there's trade-offs.
Oh, that can give you a disease? Ouch. Here, have a benefit on disease. Have another one.
Okay. So I guess since before we move at all, then I have to do that stuff. This is still at 2 o'clock in the tower because all my stuff just went down.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a endurance survival, please. Oh wait, no, hold on, not endurance survival. I need you to. What are you going to eat?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Because I have Blamco mac and cheese, and I have a sealed vegetable hot pot, both of which I think need water to eat effectively.
Yes.
But
You can eat the Blamco dry.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do.
It would taste like shit. You'd be like, it's like eating mac and cheese. You put the dry noodles in your mouth and then put a little bit of the powder and then swallow.
I was thinking like the cheese, like fun dip, just like sticking your finger in.
Yeah.
And you walk along and they eat the noodles.
You guys ever eat one of those like cereal bars where it's like the milk underneath? That's what I imagine. It's like a pre-made like mac and cheese cheesy bar.
A mac and cheese bar. They should have those in Fallout.
You can eat the blood.
Thing. Yeah.
Val can eat the blood. And Sean, you can smell it. Oh.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll add that into our variations. Well, the Blamco mac and cheese bar.
All
I
right,
think
so
we
I'm gonna
broke it.
Eat this mac and cheese. I heal 4 healths, which puts
No,
me
I was
to 11.
Okay.
I was saying you could eat the mac and cheese, and John, you could spit in it.
All right, now open
It's
wide.
It's hydration, right?
Oh, sweet Christ.
You sound like my mom. I'd be like, when I was little, I'd be like, oh, I want something to drink, and she wouldn't have anything. And I'd keep pestering her, right? And she'd eventually go, what do you want me to do, spit in your mouth? And it's like, nope. Guess I'm thirsty.
No, I guess I'll just go do something else. And that's for my irradiated roll. So I didn't get irradiated for my Blanco mac and cheese.
No, so you do get irradiated. That is 2 radiation. The head would be disease. Right?
No, if you roll an effect, you suffer 1 radiation damage.
Oh, okay. Right. Yes. Okay, sorry, my bad. And then
think
I
it was
make you
just that
roll whether
particular-
it's radiation or
Right.
disease. Yeah.
Right, it was just like that particular like dirty water, what had the bugs in it or whatever.
Yes. So yeah, no radiation. Congrats.
So how far up does that give me for hunger?
2.
Okay, great. Now I'm still a little bit hungry, and I'm gonna. So now I'm good to take a walk. At this point.
Okay, you sure you don't want to drink that glowing bottle of Yakult Ultra?
You know, I do, but I'm gonna drink it before I go to sleep.
Okay. Anybody
Can't
else?
wait to
Yeah.
drink that.
So
Also have some
I'm
glowing
gonna-
water if you want some.
Well, we're gonna boil that.
And Minsky's gonna
I'm
pee
gonna
it
have
into your mouth.
That's funny.
Oh my! Sorry, you were talking about spitting into somebody's mouth. Now I'm just imagining somebody going down in front of Mr. Handy, with a little nozzle coming out, and then just boiling water spewing into their face.
John, you spit in it. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, does that mean you guys could like hawk loogies into Minsky? Just keep spitting it, it would boil it. It's gonna kill the germs. God, my stomach hurts now. So gross. Okay, let's move on. What are we doing for food
Okay.
before I make
I'm gonna
myself
have
He's laying
nauseous?
down the law. No bodily fluids in the Minsky. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Deal. No bodily fluids in the Minsky.
Oh my goodness.
You shouldn't have to make a rule like that, but how these people.
Oh, y'all are so wrong for that. So before we head out, might I make a suggestion? We
Everybody peed in me.
Oh my goodness.
Why don't we rest up at one of the locations we've been before and leave early in the morning? That way we don't have to roll into town, which might be infested with the black ick in the middle of the night.
Sounds like a great idea.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Let's get a couple hours of travel under our belts and then leave nice and early. We can make it by mid-afternoon or something.
So we're gonna rest then?
How
So we're
do you
gonna
think
travel
we're gonna
rest
get to
as far
those
as we
three
can.
storage containers?
Yeah.
That'll take
Take it
you.
as far as we can and then sleep.
I think the storage container was about an hour on foot, or half hour. Not too far.
Wait, was
Okay,
that
we
where the
can go there.
squirrel was?
Was that where the what?
No, that was
The squirrel?
at the temple.
No, the squirrel was at the
No, that was the
homestay.
lizard.
The squirrel was at the
I
homestay that
see.
was up the hill.
Okay.
There was the container place that was down the hill from there, and then there was the other place that used like trailers and sewer pipes and stuff like that to build into houses. So there was 3 that you guys have been at. So where do you all want to go? You know 4. So one location is one homestay that's on this main road near the junior high school. One is the homestay that you guys slept in that had the squirrel in it that was up the hill. Another location that you could stay at would have been the storage containers location, which is also near the squirrel. And then the last place that you guys could go to within like an hour walking distance would be going to the place that had the trailers, where you guys heard the dogs barking.
So we're not going there.
Well, maybe we should go to the squirrel place, and that way we'll know that we know the one danger of the squirrel place. It's the squirrel, and if it's still there, then we're good.
Well, the rainbow. Oh, go ahead.
I could seal you all in the storage units, and if I see any sign of that squirrel thing, I can just bang on the door to wake you up, and we can bolt.
No, I don't like that.
The storage, the rainbow cargo container place was closer than where the squirrel was. Because we turned off the road, we hit that place, and then we had to go further off the road, like, to get up the hill to where the stupid squirrel was.
I don't really remember.
Or we could just go for it and see if we can pick a new place.
You guys could sleep at the temple.
How about
I mean,
no?
it's protected, it's got a guardian.
Unless we want to tame Toothless.
You don't know it's toothless.
That was just a nickname
I know.
I thought up.
Just kidding. It's got retractable
Wherever.
teeth. So where do you guys want to go?
I
Squirrel
vote
place?
squirrel to where the squirrel was.
Yeah, I second that.
I'm voting for the storage units.
I don't want to be in a storage unit sealed in by someone who doesn't remember that they can speak German.
I mean, I don't have to seal you in. I can just keep watch.
Oh, okay.
Not that closing the door would do much, because it can probably just smash its way in there.
Squirrel?
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 I guess we'll go for the squirrel.
Right.
We can check up on our little buddy.
So we rest there, then I'll eat and get something to drink.
Squirrel?
Squirrel?
Yep.
Squirrel.
No, I'm saying you'll eat the squirrel.
No. The Salisbury steak and the instant black tea that I have.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of you start heading back up that road. As you are making your way up that road, let me zoom on in. I love being able to play with this map. All right, so as you guys are heading back up, you make your way over here and you stop off at that crossroad. This is where our storage container location was. So this is right here. And then the homestay that had the squirrel is up that road a little bit. It is located right up here. So, are you going to go to the homestay or are you going to go to the squirrel?
On our
Sorry,
way out of
are you going to go to the
resort
squirrel
area-
with the homestay or are you going to go to the storage containers? My bad. What was your question?
On our way out of the resort area, do we see those raiders at the junior high?
You do not. You guys have been in there for several hours. You don't even hear gunshots. You don't hear anything going on.
It's either really good or really bad.
Or a little bit of both.
Could be both.
Did we take a look? No, we shouldn't do that. I was going to suggest taking a look to see if they dug anybody up, but let's just stay away from that entirely.
Yeah.
Up to you folks. What do you want to do?
I would hate to find out that the person dug themselves up.
Yeah, let's
just
go
keep
into
going.
power walk mode and get some distance.
All right.
Yeah, let's get some distance.
Or power thrust, I suppose.
Drink.
I'm going to do a lot of power thrusting later.
Drink. Horrible.
I'm out of drink.
I mean, that's what pea's for. We've already been over this. You just gotta boil it.
Then it's totally safe.
Yeah. Spurts into your face.
Sterile, and I like the taste.
I mean, Minsky's already told us no, so like,
Yeah.
It's nice and sterile.
Yeah.
and Minsky doesn't sleep, so it's like
Round the
As-
clock service and
As he's trying to do a medical practice, you just walk up, open his back pores, try. One eye turns around. What are you doing?
Well, I've been looking through my databases, and apparently I have a water sports kink mod installed.
that must be the problem. Those always come with German translators.
I knew it. So you guys get over to the storage containers, the rainbow storage containers, because we need to wrap up our session. We get over the rainbow storage containers, and that's where all of you are at. As you all walk up to it, our weather begins to shift a little bit as well, since you guys spent some time walking and you spent some time eating and getting in some drink. Let me pull that up. So as you are all arriving, oh wow, the overcast clouds seem to go away, and the afternoon starts to heat up as the sunny haze comes through. The sun is getting closer and closer to going down, and oh my god, no! All of my notes are gone. What happened? Oh my god, it deleted all of my notes when I clicked the button clear drawing. Notes count as drawings? Crap. Whatever. Alright, so time, we're now at about 5 p.m. Does anybody remember what the date was? It's October
24th.
24. What year? 20...
Check. 2110.
2110. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
Thursday, October 24th, 2110.
awesome. Thursday. Okay, cool. So no big loss. Awesome. So yeah, it's about 5 o'clock. The day is slowly heating up as the sun comes out, as all of you arrive at the cargo containers. These were the rainbow cargo containers that you've already been at before. You scavenged the hell out of this place. You left the doors open because you didn't really think you were going to be going back. It just looks like it got wet from some of that blood rain the other day. There's still some of that sludge left behind. Other than that, it seems to be undisturbed. Each
Is
one
there
of
still a pile of dynamo dung on the ground?
yes.
Oh,
F's in chat.
oh
Dynamo.
she shit on Sean right there.
And Ski looks
That was a good cow.
sullenly.
So yes, there's still a very large pile of dynamo dung in the center of the all of the different whatchamacallits, all the different little storage units. And in the midst of all of these, what all of you can see again is that the doors were left open because you did not really think you'd be coming back. And with all of the doors open, some of that blood rain that had come in has kind of washed its way into those buildings. Each one of them, if you recall, has space for about one person to sleep, and there's 6 of them that are there. Each of you would be able to take your own, or you could try to double up. It's up to you. What would you want?
Pick my own.
Is this where the squirrel was?
The squirrel is up the
It's
road.
up the hill.
Remember, up the hill there was the 812 convenience store, and then further up that hill was the homestay that had the top floor collapsed in. The squirrel was in front of the building with a plant pot on top of it, and was trying to bash its way out.
Let's. I mean, there's enough for all of us, so we might as well all get our own.
As well.
Right?
I'll keep watch here in the courtyard. If I see any creepy crawlies, I'll come a knocking.
So there are a couple things I'd like to try to do before we crash out for the night.
All right, this is the tail end of our stream, so what would you like to do?
So I happen to have, well, an integral boiler and a actuated, what was it, eye stock piece? Actuated frame optics. And I checked and they do not require any perk to install. So I'd like to install a couple things on Minsky.
All right, so I actually just closed down the PDF. So what are you trying to install?
Of course. So I'm going to install the integral boiler and an actuated frame for for optics.
Didn't someone also find a voltaic?
Voltaic. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that takes
I have-
armor
I-
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a voltaic frame. Voltaic frame for robot optics needs armor 3, actually.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that one's harder to do, and I don't have
Yeah,
that
that's
ability.
good. That's gonna take a while.
So the issue
So-
with this is that in order to do that, you need access to a robot workbench.
Or have a deluxe tool kit.
That replaces a regular workbench. Robot workbench is for use on any form of body or main body armor that you are applying. You could install the little boiler thing, but not the armor. The armor requires the workbench.
All right, because I thought like there wasn't really a just normal workbench. There was like all the specific types like armor, chemistry, robot, etc.
Yeah, I think the
Ammunition.
deluxe toolkit replaces any workbench. May attempt repair tests with normally require a workbench or similar at +1 difficulty.
Now I can totally understand because I had made a note in my book that like about the deluxe tool kit that maybe there should be different kits for different types of workbenches that potentially like acting as a single workbench type because it seemed a little OP to like replace all of them with one portable piece of equipment.
Well, the trade-off is that it increases the difficulty by
Yeah.
1.
That is
That's
a
the
trade-off.
Okay, so the actuated frame is the one that you said you wanted to apply. So complexity is 2, and it's repair. So what you're going to have to do is it's going to be a complexity 3, and you're going to be using your repair intelligence to apply that.
Yep. But I do have 3 repair, and so you reduce that difficulty by your repair skill. or your relevant skill.
What?
That's the whole. What is it? I think it's page 210. When attempting to craft an item, it requires a skill test using int plus the listed skill. The difficulty of this test. Oh, this is crafting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
making
where's the spelling?
an item out of nothing, which is
That is
mostly,
making an item out of nothing.
which is mostly cooking.
So, all right. I saw something somewhere else. I think you're probably right. All right, robot modules. I know it says int plus science skill difficulty 2 an hour's work, and with the deluxe toolkit that knocks it up to a 3.
Yep.
So I know that for sure. Yeah. All right, 3's fine. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Does somebody want to assist?
Yeah, I'll help you.
All right, and you got your multi-tool?
Yep.
So let's hope I can get something on this. Do we have any -2s
We do.
that aren't for me?
Hold on one second. It seems as if our Sirenscape stopped.
Oh yeah, I'm not hearing it.
There we go. All right, sorry about that. So let's see. Our -2s in chat. Yes, we have one from RC Walker Nexus.
All right, I'm gonna use one.
Okay.
And bam, that's 3 successes.
That would be your 3 successes. Yep. So yeah, you're able to install the actuated frame on the optics.
All right. And then let's go for the integral boiler.
And yeah, so on here,
And-
robot modules. This is what we were talking about a little bit earlier, 185. So you're talking about putting in
Yes.
the integrated boiler. Once per scene out of combat, you can turn 2 dirty water into 1 purified water using 10 minutes. To install this is an intelligence science skill test with a difficulty of 2. So again, because you're not using a workbench, it's going to be a difficulty of 3.
Yep. And if you want to help out, we'll see if I need it. But
Would you like
go
another
for
-2?
this. Yes, I would.
Okay, another one comes from RC Walker Nexus. Thank you.
RC. Right, so I
One
got
success.
1 success. -2 takes that 13 to 11, so that's 2 successes.
Yep. So who's giving an assist?
I think Val will be an effective member of his team. And
Do you want a
swoop in with
-2?
So I would love a -2.
Okay.
I would love a multi -2 actually.
So another one from RC Walker Nexus. Holy crap, RC Walker, you've dropped so many points. Thank you. There you go.
Nice.
So yeah, you now have an integrated boiler built into your system that can be used to purify dirty water. And you also now have the actuated frame for your optics. So let me pull up
Okay.
actuated frame, and I'll let you know about how that changes your character. So what that does is it gives you physical damage resistance of +1 and energy damage resistance +1 to your optics. So the head on your sheet. So both of those now have a +1. And it also increases your carry weight. Your carry weight is now increased by +10, so you can now carry 150 pounds, or 160 pounds.
And special melee attacks made from arms. Never mind.
Yep, that'd be arms.
Those don't
Arms.
apply. Arms are thrusters.
Yeah, not optics. Damn.
So there you go. You've got some additional resistances.
Nice.
And remember, this is a +1. So your standard plating, you've physical DR of 2. So this is a +1. That means your optics have a 3. Your standard plating for energy resistance is a +0. With the actuated frame, it's a +1. So now you have a 1 for energy resistance on your optics.
Take these off my sheet.
So it's a plus on top of your standard. So yay.
All right. Well, that's what I wanted to do.
All right. Yeah, so this takes you a couple of hours to do this. And is there anything else before we end off our stream? Because we are a little bit over time right now. All good? All right. So I'm going to refund RC Walker Nexus the rest of these points, and other Sandman and Raven. Keep those for tomorrow. You will all desperately, desperately need them tomorrow. Trust me. So we're going to end out our session right now. This is where we're ending out. We're going to do our fade to black as all of you start taking a look at your food and then settling in for the night. John, you starts pimping up, excuse me, Minsky with Val, and Sean is, he's not there to be seen. You guys don't see him. He is seemed to have taken the power core and gone on his way to hopefully find some help for all of you for the day.
Or he's bailing with the loot.
Or he's bailing with the loot. It's one of those two. I mean, which one's more valuable, a shotgun or a still functional power core? We'll find out.
I don't know. Yeah. Good question.
The power core.
Explosion.
You hear a set of explosions in the distance as both of the power cores destabilize. Mushroom cloud. No, I'm not
great.
that evil.
He tried to plug him in.
No, I already promised Mark that I would NPC Sean, not kill. That was my promise. Okay, so
Alright.
New Vegas.
NPC'd. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him off. Sean's still there.
I'm just joking. I'm being funny.
I know. We're at the end of our session,
It could be
folks.
worse than the hand grenade in his crotch.
That was vampire.
That was vampire.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was horrific. Blowing off a hand grenade inside of a flying AV. Oh my lord. If this was a simulation kind of game, y'all would have died that second. So yeah. We're going to go through our outros. Go ahead for it. Tracy, start us off.
All right, I'm Tracy, your Stig Palm 007. You can find me on the socials and whatnot. And I play Xian Yu. Highly effective, also. So, yeah. And like I said at the beginning, I got myself a link tree, so all my links are all up in one place, along with, like, Medicine of Red. And if you go to my Ko-fi, I actually have Xian Yu's journals up. So you can catch up real quick on the stream if you missed something.
Awesome. Thank you. Logar, go for it.
Hi, I am Logar the Yogar. You can find me at twitch.tv/Logar the Yogar, Twitter at Logar the Yogar, and on Instagram at Twig and Logar. It's mostly just pictures of my cat. I GM a game called Starfinder on Sundays on my channel. We'll be off this week, but we'll be back next week for many more weeks of Starfinder. Other than that, I've been Val Jacobs, and I have been an effective member of my team.
All right, thank you. John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. Johnny Drop over on the Discord. Other Sandman 3096 in the Twitch chat. You can find me here Fridays for Fallout and Saturdays for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. I also have a SoundCloud at Arkson if you'd like to check that out. And tonight I played Minsky, your toilet. I mean, Nurse Andybot.
Who definitely doesn't have a water sports package. Definitely.
Mm-mm.
Right, Raven.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. Had the pleasure of playing Camacho, the Merc Survivor. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. What's that sound? The sound of the call of the vast nothingness calling. High riders are coming.
Yes. I'm very much so looking forward to that. It is going to be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do the final outro for our wonderful, not present today, Captain Mark, or just Mark. Mark will not be joining us for the remainder of our Fallout Asia, but he will be back tomorrow for our Cyberpunk Goes Nomad stream. He can be found on some of his other streams, hopefully soon, over at twitch.tv/Captain Mark, as well as Heroes in Theory. I'm hoping and praying that he'll be able to get back into the player seats, even if he won't be at my table here. I look forward to seeing him at other tables. I hope all of my players have an absolutely wonderful night. I hope all of you have an absolutely wonderful night. And I am GM Capricious Nature. You can find all of our links, all of our link trees, everything out in our comments. And we will see all of you tomorrow for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad, as we are going into an underground bunker run by an advanced AI in pursuit of possibly a ton of clones. We'll see what happens. So until tomorrow, folks, see you later. Have a great night, great weekend. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.